As Turkey heads to a runoff election in less than 2 weeks between incumbent President Recep Tayyip Erdogan and the main opposition candidate Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, a third figure might play the decisive role. Sinan Ogan, who ran in the presidential elections for a nationalist right-wing alliance and received about 5% of the vote. Now he appears to be the potential kingmaker who could help either Erdogan or Kılıçdaroğlu to presidency. But he is naming conditions for forming a potential alliance with one of them.
We have certain red lines to support any candidate, such as fighting terrorism and sending refugees back. We have voiced these conditions before.
Fighting terrorism in Turkey means going against certain Kurdish groups who believe to be affiliated with the Kurdish PKK movement, with whom Turkey is locked in bloody, bitter conflict with. Kılıçdaroğlu and Erdogan are both supported by Kurdish parties. But Kılıçdaroğlu is backed by the HDP People's Democratic Party, which Ogan's supporters consider an affiliate of the PKK. And Kılıçdaroğlu also ran with a promise to send the about 4 million Syrian refugees Turkey has taken in recent years back to their home country within 2 years.
I think the elections are heading to a runoff because the opposition is not giving enough confidence to the voters. The opposition cannot reassure people that they can solve Turkey's problems. I say that the opposition is the one that is most affected by the February 6 earthquakes.
The earthquake that devastated large parts of southern Turkey and killed more than 40,000 people there was perceived as one of the major factors in the election. Erdogan's government was criticized for the handling of the catastrophe, for the slow rescue efforts and the construction amnesties that were given out to buildings that were not earthquake-proof. But in the first round of the elections, Erdogan defied the predictions of many analysts to win 49.5% of the votes compared to the around 45% given to Kılıçdaroğlu. Speaking to I24 News on Wednesday, Sinan Ogan elaborated about his approach to Israel. Turkish-Israeli relations have significantly improved after years of deterioration, a development that Ogan says he supports.
It is not possible to understand why we had bad relations with Israel for such a long time, because we have shared interests with Israel. These shared interests benefit both Israel and Turkey. I think that instead of fighting, we should solve our problems with Israel through negotiations and meeting at the point of these shared interests. This is the advice that we give to the current government.
Although Ogan himself will not be up for election in less than 2 weeks, he can put forward his conditions for the forming of a possible alliance and might indirectly contribute to deciding Turkey's political fate.